Hey, good morning, all saints. I hope this finds you well. We're so excited to worship with you this coming Sunday. I think the 12th Sunday after Pentecost, but in addition to being the 12th Sunday after Pentecost, we also have some other things happening that will be special. But Philip, who is our senior pastor and bishop, will be serving in the role of bishop. And I'm going to ask him questions about confirmation. But Philip, how are you doing this morning?
Good. It's good to see you all. Good to be here.
Well, you'll hear hammering in the background. We have a lot of construction happening at the building. So if this is especially noisy, that's why. So this coming Sunday, Philip, you're going to be wearing red and your bishop gear. Tell us why you will be bishoping this Sunday.
Good question. Thank you. So this is Confirmation Sunday. It's when people actually join the church. And people have questions today like, why do I need to be a member of the church? Why do I have to join the church? And those questions have lots of history behind them. In our tradition, being part of the church is more than just showing up. You actually go through a class and you sign a covenant, and then the service itself is really the climax of the whole beginning of a journey with all saints. So for a lot of people, they've journeyed in their spiritual life through different kinds of churches or maybe not churched, and then they find a place where they really want to be a part of. And confirmation is a way to confirm that in their own life, to confirm their own baptismal vows, to reset their baptismal vows, but also it's a very public ceremony. So that's why we encourage people to invite their friends and family. And then the way we do it, of course, is the laying on of hands on the people being confirmed or received. They're received if they've already been confirmed, like in the Catholic Church or an Episcopal Church, which is an apostolic succession. Otherwise, they're confirmed. So that's kind of how that works.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful service. If you've never been to a confirmation service, there are a couple of things maybe to highlight. One is that those people being confirmed will have vows made to them. Other people in the church are vowing to walk alongside them in their Christian faith, but also the people being confirmed make certain vows, of course, to Christ primarily, but also just to the local expression of the church at All Saints Dallas to serve. And so through the month of August, we're talking about different ways one can serve while at All Saints. Last week, we talked about ways to serve in family ministries and youth. This coming Sunday, we'll have interviews with folks who serve either on the Altar Guild or as ushers. These are ways you see people at the Altar Guild during the service come forward. Some of them bear the chalice and communion. They help set the table kind of just before the service. Ushers just do it's a very simple thing, guiding people how to take communion, taking offering, that kind of thing. But we're going to this Sunday highlight these two opportunities for service, because that's a way for us to fulfill the vows that we, those being confirmed, make to serve and support the church. So Philip, just as a last question, because we're going to talk about this some on Sunday, why do you think it may seem like kind of a humble job being an usher or serving on the Altar Guild? Why do you think it's a worthwhile ministry in the church? And specifically, if someone is a busy mom, say, and they're not sure if they want to give of their time, why would you encourage someone to serve on the altar team or be an usher?
Here are three different reasons. Number one is to be involved in something that you're putting on a public service for visitors, for people that have been around a long time, who don't know all what's happening. You get a chance to know what's happening because you're actually doing it, whether it's working on the altar, and Kissy does a great job of explaining what we do there, or ushering, where that first meeting with somebody coming into the church and seeing your face and seeing your smile and seeing your help, that helps to usher them into a relationship and a continued relationship with Jesus Christ. Oftentimes I use this quote, the church is Christ continued in time and space. So what you're doing is, in time and space, you are offering this place of restoration, a place of renewal, a place of confession. All that takes place, you're a part of that, whether you're working on the altar team and nobody really knows who that is. That's more kind of behind the scenes. And yet all that takes place up there, the candles, the wine, the bread, the way everything is set up, then that comes to you at a special moment in the service, and you're a part of that. And you're learning why do we do what we do? And Kissy does a great job of explaining all that. And then, or if you're ushering, you're more the kind of the public face of it. Both of them are so vital. I especially want to say this to the younger people. If you're under like 40 or 45, you're probably not going to think I want to be as involved in that kind of ministry, but you need to be. Whether it's that or some other areas of ministry, obviously we have lots of them, but I really want you to think about that. Working on the altar team and being a part of that, again, it's not every week, and so the time commitment is not that bad, but you're learning a lot about the things behind the church and welcoming people into the church.
That's really helpful. This coming Sunday, again, we'll be talking more about ways to serve. We'll have a connection card, excuse me, not a connection card, an All Saints All Serving card you can fill out noting your interest in service just to learn more. You're not, by signing the card to learn more, you're not agreeing to serve. You're just asking for more information. And also, if you'd like to email me, if you're interested or have questions, you're welcome to do that. Dustin@ascdallas.org. Thank you, Philip. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you Sunday. Go in peace.